All right, welcome Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andy Hare alongside Gavin Greer, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Ryan Limmer for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Triton here travels for this first game post-Christmas break against the John Glenn Falcons. They come in 7-2 on the season, while Triton is standing at 4-3. Glenn is favored in this game 58-37, but this is a team, there's a lot of height, a lot of athleticism, and they're going to be a tough team. They beat Plymouth, they beat Oregon Davis, they beat Bremen, so they beat some teams we're going to see. Tippecanoe Valley, that's another team they beat. They've also beat LaVille, who's supposed to be pretty decent as they're starting to come on. About Christmas break, they were starting to kind of get things kind of figured out. South End Clay and Jimtown they also beat as well, with losses against Mishawaka Marion and Elkhart Central. Triton, of course, closed out before Christmas vacation with the win against Winnemac down there at their place. That was a tough-fought game. The JV game was a tightly contested matchup.
Yeah.
And now we're going to see another one come in where these guys are going to be – it's going to be a ball game, I think. Tonight for these guys, they're going to have to play like they did against Winnemac. They're going to have to come out firing on all cylinders, get that pressure up, play smart basketball, because these are guys you don't really want to – I mean, you don't want these guys to get too far ahead of you, basically.
Yeah, this is a big, strong team. We have to come into their gym with their band that's so loud, their student section that's loud. And it's an even special game for Coach Groves coming home to his old school with coaching against them.
I wonder if it was this dark here when he was here.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, one of the few schools we've been to, they haven't updated the new style lights yet.
So, but it's still a pretty nice gym. Got a lot of nice scoreboards, some good baskets. TCU gym here. John Glenn High School. So these two teams are going to face off. Like I said, both, I don't think their game would be after Christmas break. Actually, yes, they did. They had played twice during Christmas break in South Bend Clay and Jimtown. Triton has not played. Gavin, what was kind of the feeling coming off Christmas break with these guys with 2 weeks of rest? What was practice kind of like leading up to this game?
They came into practice hard this week. A lot of scrimmaging, going up and down, trying to get them fresher. It's going to be really hard coming off all that break, though.
And that's one thing, when you get a lot of rest and you get kind of back and you kind of, I don't want to say lazy's the word, you kind of just take a major step back. And that's the kind of thing you got to worry about, especially for some of your younger guys. This is where you're going to kind of have to be up and going and really kind of have to kick them in the teeth here early on.
Yeah.
To kind of shake along and get them kind of knocked off their game there just a little bit. So since that band is so loud.
Yeah, having a hard time hearing you.
Well, you can't turn me up too loud because I tend to break the microphone.
It's picking it all up.
So we'll take a break. We'll be right back after the national anthem and the starting lineups.
And the John Glenn Falcons. In the spirit of sportsmanship, we ask that all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. Abusive language or disorderly conduct is unacceptable and not welcome at IHSA events. Let's afford the student athletes, coaches, officials, and your fellow fans the respect they deserve. Your cooperation is appreciated, and please enjoy the game. We ask that you please stand, remove your hats, as the pep band, under the direction of Mr. Nathaniel Sutton, play our national anthem. junior number 34, Keegan Westafer. The Trojans are coached by Mr. Jason Rose. And now the starters for the John Glenn Falcons. Out of 5'10", sophomore number 3, Silas Kaser. A 6'4", senior number 4, Rob Porter. A 6'1", junior number 10, Carter. A 6'3", freshman number 14, Brycen Hannah. And a 6'8", senior number 34, Khori Barker. Falcons are coached by Mr. Triton.
All right, there's our starting lineups. Of course, the big 6'8" Khori Barker will be jumping against Tyler Heckaman, 6'8". Of course, coach's son, number 14 out there, Brycen Hannah, with Kaser, Porter, and Young. Heckaman, Westafer, Bules, Yates, and Oviedo are out there for the Trojans as we're going to get ready to get this rocking house here at TCU Gym at John Glenn High School underway. Heckaman and Barker get ready for the tip. And we're underway. It's a fight for it. Hannah comes away, but Bules retains possession, and here we go. Triton's going to see the first offensive possession.
Really good job by Jared to get in there and rip it right out of his hands. Give us the first possession.
It's plays like that are going to have to, Triton's going to need to keep in this ball game. Heckaman's going to go against Hannah, up strong off the glass, just off the mark. Westafer with a good shot back to Yates. Bules, he'll try a 3. Too strong, not up on the mark. Barker and Hannah fight for the rebound. Westafer goes back up, tries to draw the foul, and can't get the friendly roll. That ball's bouncing all over the places. Young's got it now past the half-court line. Throws it away, intended for Hannah, and that's our first turnover, and it belongs to John Glenn.
Good job for them to stand down there, get in their way a little bit, force the turnover.
Worked out really good as kind of that freshman experience with Hannah kind of ran into Barker trying to fight, two players on the same team fighting for that rebound.
Yeah.
Yates now goes to work, leaves it for Westafer at the elbow. Pulls it back, goes to Oviedo. Kaser's out there on him. Heckaman going to back down Hannah again. Shots up, puts it in. Tyler Heckaman.
Really good job for him to play strong down there.
And Tyson Yates jumps in and steals that one away. He tight ropes the sideline. He'll go up, pulls it back. Retreats, tries to go to Westafer. He's got to keep it. Goes to Bules. Good job by Keegan Westafer. Heckaman down the right elbow. He's going to go against Hannah again. Big on big. Back on over to Tyson Yates.
This is going to be a physical game tonight.
There's going to be our first foul. Kaser gets there, kind of gets tied up on the forearm of Oviedo. And that'll be our first foul of the ball game. That's exactly right, Gavin. As much as physicalities, these guys kind of had to play against Winamac, games they had played against Pioneer, Plymouth, and then at Northwood. Those games right here, this is going to kind of gauge us and kind of give that a little bit of a learning experience. This is a team we got to learn from. I mean, Glenn's a pretty good team this year.
Mm-hmm. If this is a carryover from the JV game, that hard fought, lot of fouls, long game.
I mean, they'll try to stop, but it'll slide that foot just enough for a travel. Yeah, it was a knockout, drag-out fight all the way through in that ball game.
I think in that second half, I think there are between the two teams about 25 fouls.
That's probably the longest JV game I've ever seen.
That's kind of what we were thinking. We thought it was just us.
And that was before it went to overtime.
Yeah. We weren't even starting the third quarter yet. Hannah goes up strong and gets the first points for the Falcons.
Did a really good job at using his moves down the post.
Yates goes to Oviedo to Westafer. Bules now on the near side. Westafer gets a screen from Heckaman. He'll go on the attack. Goes up strong, tries to draw the foul, and does. Got a feel it's going to be on Barker, and it is. Smart move by Westafer to notice that and then really attack. Keegan, I think this last year was when he came on. It was right after Christmas break is when he really started to hit. Gets that one to drop. Go 1 for 2 from the line as Barker gets the rebound. Kaser to Porter, back to Kaser up top. McKee straight away. He'll go on the dribble drive. Back to Young in the left corner. Back on top to Barker. He'll dish it down to Hannah, and he'll use that momentum of Heckaman.
Yeah, you say they call that off. That was whistled way before the ball ever left his hands.
I was going to say, he wasn't in a shooting motion yet.
That was a really good pass by Barker. That was so quick to get out of his hands, move it to his teammate.
And that was a good no-look pass, too. I mean, he kind of found a good – I mean, that was the kind of thing you want to see your big man do, to really look off your guys and think that's what he's going to do, is going to go to the basket. But to dish it off, not even looking at him, that was a good pass. Barker's a pretty good ball player. He's really grown the last couple of years. Literally, 6'8". Kaser now.
Just needs a little bit of weight on him.
Just needs a little bit more. Barker will try the pull-up jumper. Mid-range jumper's there, and that one's good. Glenn takes their first lead of the ball game. As Quentin Amsden just checked in from that last dead ball. Westafer now pulls it back to Q. Bules now. As Heckaman's trying to find position, Bules will go to drive. They knock it off. Oviedo kind of got there a little bit in time. He'll put up a floater, can't get down to drop, and of course Barker with the rebound. Kaser now on the attack, goes on over to Porter and on down into Hannah. And he's going to try. Not sure what that one was.
Heckaman, that's going to be his second.
And that's not good, especially this early in the first quarter, in the first half. That's going to be a big blow for Triton with Heckaman on the bench.
I think this is going to be a good lineup for us. This is a lot of speed.
Working it around the perimeter, goes back to Kaser. The sophomore's got it, works it on over to Young. Back to Barker, he'll try a three. Puts it in. Yates now at the basketball. Hands off to Westafer, on over to Oviedo. Bules on the right wing. On to Quentin Amsden. Trying to work that ball in. Westafer's going to go on the drive. Tries to go through, and it'll go off of Barker, and it'll stay here with Triton. Checking in now will be Frankiewicz, 6'5" junior. And that's going to bring Hannah out. Yates inbounds to Oviedo, but Young gets a piece of it. Bules one out to inbound. This is kind of a game I can see John Gardner having a big game in. With those long arms and that deceptive length athleticism that he has. I think this is a game he can have a big game defensively. And they're going to say Young got him on the reach.
We were talking at practice. It looks like John grew over break.
You know, I kind of thought that a little bit. I mean, he did look a little bit taller.
Yeah.
At least standing next to Tyler, I was like, man.
Well, you got all those feasts for a couple weeks.
Hey. Westafer now on the left wing. Barker's on him. Back to Oviedo. Ashton Oviedo on the drive, kicks out to Westafer on the right wing. He'll go to attack. Back to Bules. Bules goes to strong, blocked away by Porter. Frankiewicz has it on the fast break. And he'll go, and it's going to be a charge as he's going to lean into Amsden, but Q did a good job selling that one.
That's something that he's always been good at, drawing charges.
I watched him play as a sophomore in JV. I'm like, he's going to be special, especially in that department. John Gardner now checking in. He'll come in for Tyson Yates. Quentin Amsden now works right, goes to Bules. He'll go back door to Oviedo, reverse layups, up and in.
Really good opening pass for Jared to get down there and get Oviedo ready for the shot.
It was a good job by him to use that reverse land as that basket as another chance to get the screen to open himself up.
Yeah, really good shot by Porter there.
They're doing a good job hitting their mid-range jumpers. Amsden down the left wing. Back to Gardner. Quentin Amsden had to adjust to get a hold of that one.
Oh.
He's underneath the basket.
He needed one.
Nice pass to Bules. Let's say 3 seconds in the lane. That was a pretty good pass, though.
It was. I thought it was longer for 3 seconds for high school.
Kaser now at the basketball. Works over to Barker on the left side. Finds Porter. Porter down low to Frankiewicz. They said a foul's going to be on Gardner. You know, that's the second foul like that. I'm not quite sure.
They're coming up to him, but they're not, whether they're kind of a hand check or exactly what they're calling there.
I mean, his hands were up, it looked like, at least from this angle.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they're calling that he comes in and he pushes.
You got a good piece of that one.
They may be calling the fouls a little bit closer in this one.
Well, we got to top as many fouls as we had that first game.
Good, 9-11. Kaser now in the corner. Hill circles back to straight away on over to Porter. Barker, corner three, it's in.
He's 2 for 2 out there.
Usually big men aren't too good from out there, high school level at least. I guess now in current basketball, everyone's going to outside shooting.
Oh, yeah, that's all they do now. Oviedo now gets it to Gardner. Gardner goes back to Amsden. He'll drive. Pulls it back. Has to find a place to go there. Goes down low to Westafer. Keegan's going to try to work himself in. Back to Gardner. Low look pass to Oviedo. Just got to stay with the play. Don't panic. And this is the kind of moment where you guys just sit back and relax. You have no shot clock. Wait for something to open up.
Oh.
Get the charge on that.
Oh, that's what I thought we got a technical.
Whoa.
Yep.
What did Groves do? I'm not sure I saw that one to be a technical foul.
I think he said he said something that direction, but I'm not sure he was directing it towards the ref.
I don't think it came out of the coach's box. So they're going to warn Hannah over here too, because he's out as far as Jason was.
Yeah, I didn't see him do anything that would have been technical.
All I know is he was looking towards the ref when they said that, and Jason said something, but I'm sure it was towards the ref. I think it was towards one of our players. And I think the ref thought it was towards him.
Okay. And Barker is perfect thus far, as those 2 free throws will drop, and they'll take a 9-point lead. So a couple different players checking in for John Glenn. Jack Porter's out there. We're also checking in is Noah Abrell. He's out there with Frankiewicz, Young, and Barker. As Abrell's got it now straight away. Porter drops it back to Abrell in the corner. Frankiewicz trying to find position down low. Barker, no-look pass on over to Porter for 3, no good. Rebound goes off of Barker, and Triton gets the ball back. And Hannah's quickly going to check in. Wow. Looked like Porter carried that one, slotted it out. They're giving it right back to John Glenn. Couple head-scratching moments here.
Yeah.
Porter on over.
Doing a really good job of closing out on defense so far.
Just don't get too close because they're calling those fouls when you get right up on there. Q gets a piece of the pass, and now he's on the fast break. Q with a nice play, and up and in, and he'll draw the foul. Quentin Amsden with some nice, pretty footwork, stealing the basket.
Really good job by him to stay strong through the contact, get the points in.
Foul's going to be on Abrell. Some high drama in the JV and varsity recordings here tonight, since the internet didn't quite get throttled up.
Got most of the JV, but yeah, varsity, no way.
And Q will tickle the twine there as Triton now trails by 6. Young goes down low to Hannah, the big man, but Westafer's going to kind of have him kind of wrapped up on the back end. So this is the moment, okay, things aren't quite going our way in the foul department. We're not quite getting, we've got a technical foul. We didn't quite know what's going, why. But at the same time, this is the moment where you don't panic. This is the moment where you got to play with. You got to stand tall in these moments and keep your composure. Because that right there, that's going to show a mentally tough team. And there it is, Quentin Amsden again. I think that's the second one he's got from him.
Yeah.
The senior showing his
first foul.
His first foul.
Yep.
Triton just needs to play patient. We're not down too much. We're still in the game. And still early in the game, too. Whole 3 quarters left.
No need to hit the panic button. Just keep your composure. Let the game come to you. Just don't try to force. I mean, you got to go at it a little bit, but you don't want to force anything. Just be patient, like you said. Yates now works right. Back on top to Jared Bules. Hands off to Westafer. 18 seconds now. Yates with the basketball. He'll come back near side. Hands off to Amsden on the left wing. He'll get a screen. Amsden trying to go, but he'll get pushed away. Oviedo gets knocked away. Ball's inbounded. Yates will put up the buzzer. Not in.
Really good job by them to keep it alive there.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 14-8 our score. Kenny's going to push everything over and raise our stats while this band is loud.
Yeah, see if you got good enough internet to at least make something work. Yep. All right, so there for the Trojans. Amsden having those 3 points. Oviedo 2, Heckaman 2, Westafer 1. Fouls, we got several of them. Heckaman 2, Westafer 1, Bules 1, Gardner 1. The one for Nate Anson, that's why I tagged in for the technical foul, so we could get the total foul count. For John Glenn, Barker leading their way with 10 points already in this first quarter with a single foul. Porter and Hannah both having 2 points. And Garcia, Hannah, Kaser, Young, and Abrell and Frankiewicz all have a single foul. As far as team stats, unofficially, turnovers not too bad, 2 to 3. Free throws, 2 to 3 and 2 to 2. And 3-pointers, haven't too many of them there in that first quarter.
So it looks like the mid-range game and everything kind of inside and out is how they're playing. For Triton, Gavin, what kind of things would you be attacking in this second quarter?
You need to pressure them on defense, but you can't get in too close. Refs are going to call almost any contact down the corner like they were. Just have to keep your hands up, try to limit the fouls, don't go into bonus this early in first half.
Especially with them being perfect from the free throw line. Don't want to get them to the line.
Yeah.
Porter out there with Porter and Porter. Kaser with the basketball. Hannah and Barker out there for the Falcons. Yates, Amsden, Bules, McIntyre, and Oviedo out there for Triton. Porter goes down to Hannah. He'll work and get it up and in. Amsden down the left side. He'll go to work back to the right. On top straight away to Jared Bules. On over to Yates. He'll try to go baseline. Pulls it back. Back to Oviedo. He'll try a 3. Puts it in!
That's such a good shot there.
I love watching him shoot the basketball. Kaser now drops it down. Then to Hannah. Swing pass out to Porter. Back to Barker. Big man for 3. Can't answer right back. And Bules reaches right back in and takes away the rebound.
Okay. We tried the internet. We're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. So.
Okay, fingers crossed. Amsden now goes to drive, drops it for McIntyre. He'll try, but then here comes Hannah. He'll block it away. Uses that height and times the jump real well. Kaser now goes away from the screen, trying to lose Oviedo. Be an interesting matchup with those two. Porter and Yates. As Triton will settle back down to a little bit of his own. Kaser down the right wing. They're going to get Oviedo in on the reach. And that'll put them in the bonus the rest of the way out of the half. Are we live?
We're so far so good,
Okay.
so we'll see what happens.
So appreciate everybody watching. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Love the internet when it works. When it doesn't work, well, it's the complete opposite, and it's not a very happy complete opposite. So like I said, bear with us. This game is being recorded, so it will be able to be watched later if you guys aren't able to catch everything. We do have some watching from Austin, Texas tonight. As Kaser will get that free throw to drop. Now Westafer and Gardner, that might be an interesting punch, 1-2 punch down there with his speed. But at the same time, with Keegan's, he's real good at court awareness. If him and John can get going and start pulling those big guys out, that'll leave up lanes for Yates and Oviedo to really drive to the basket. Bules now on the left side. On top, straight away to Gardner, goes on over to Yates in the right wing. Drops it down to Bules. Oviedo circling himself back to the right wing. He'll force up a three. Can't get that one to drop. Westafer tries to get the rebound, but Hannah knock it away.
It's impressive he got that up with how much pressure was on him there.
Porter dials wrong range, well off the mark, as Yates now has the basketball.
And we've lost the stream.
And there it went. Bules now trying to find a place to go. He'll go the elbow, spins, goes to Westafer down low. Here comes Hannah, but Porter reaches in nice and knock it away. Westafer double team, tries to go to Bules, but can't quite get the angle he wants. Porter on the far side goes back to other Porter, and Porter will shoot. Porter, it's in. And timeout for Triton.
Right now, Triton just needs to find a way to slow them down. This is a fast-playing team. They're coming straight off of defense and getting points right in. We need to find a way to make them slow down, make them force errors going slow.
And that's the biggest thing. Try to get them to settle down in that half-court defense, because Triton plays really well in that half-court defense.
Yeah.
And we're stingy enough on defense where they can really make a difference. But the biggest thing right now, unfortunately, one of our best seniors is on the bench right now with Tyler Heckaman. If you're down, with you being a senior, what are you doing off that bench to keep the guys on the court focused and keep them playing well?
You're yelling out to them. You're giving them motivation. You're trying to call out what to do if they're messing up. You're just trying to be like a coach for your players.
Because really, Tyler's kind of Tyler is the big man. He knows how to play the post. He can be relaying messages down to Westafer and Gardner. Those guys practice. They see each other at practice, so we'll see what happens. Yates now will throw it off of Young. Now, see, that's the one thing I really don't like about being that close on the baseline. On the sideline there with the student section and the cheers. I'm not a big fan of that.
Have them right on. He's like a third defender for Tyson in that situation.
Duke does that, and I understand there's a very good friend of mine that won't be okay with that. That was a good move by Oviedo. The no-look, throw it off the other guy's foot so he can get out of the corner.
Texas has something like that too, don't they?
I think.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing Matthew McConaughey come out of it one time.
I think you're right. Westafer to Yates for three. Too strong, well off the mark, and rebound goes to Porter. Abrell's got it now in the fast break, looking down court. Kicks it to Barker. Transition three's up, it's in. Timeout, Triton. It's going to be a full timeout.
Right here, they can't hang their heads. Only down 12, still early. They just need to have faith in themselves and keep playing with passion.
And that's the one thing, because right now, like you said, for a team to claw their way back in, to get back in, you're just outside of 10 points. To kind of climb back in into this one, is it impossible? No, it's not impossible, because a lot of things could just bounce your way, and it could really shift the momentum, as we saw in that JV game where Triton was down there for a while. A few things shifted their way, and then all of a sudden, everything kind of really opened up for Triton. So,
yeah.
For them now the big thing is, like you see, I'm down there and watching Oviedo, I'm watching Quentin Amsden. They're all talking in that huddle. They're working with one another. They've got to keep their heads up, like you said, keep fighting.
this point of the game, I'd go away from trying to score inside. There's too many tall people go down, try to score down there. I tried to get like Ashton or Quentin or Jared open outside, get some points, get us closer with that. That's the quickest way to score points.
The starting five, nope, excuse me, that's not starting five. Quentin Amsden's out there. Tyler Heckaman just checked in with those 2 fouls. He's got to be careful here. And one thing you can do, you can bring everybody out and leave Tyler down there by himself and try to get, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys who can hit an outside shot.
Yeah.
5 guys to count Tyler.
At practice, he's been hitting threes this week.
Heckaman on the left elbow. Hannah on him. Goes back to Yates. Heckaman trying to do the give and go, but Porter shut off the passing lane. Throws it up, but Quentin Amsden showed off what he did during football season and takes that one away. Porter on him. Hugh pulls it back. Trying to go to the corner to Westafer. Not there. Finds Yates on the right side. Goes down low to Heckaman. He's in the low block now. It's going to go over to work against the freshman. Trying to get space. Up and in.
Really strong play by Tyler there.
He does a real good job down there in tight spaces and to give himself enough space to create a shot. Abrell looking for Young down there. Goes back up top. Barker will try another 3. Off the front iron, no good. Hannah tries to get the rebound and it'll go out of bounds. And another reason why I don't like those boots is being close.
Yeah.
Kind of made my knees hurt just watching. Yates now with the basketball. He'll go to past the half court line, working right. Leaves it for Westafer. Barker's out there on him. Amsden gets it straight away. Goes left, pulls it back. Oviedo's trying to fight through traffic down there. Abrell's doing a good job on defense on him. Amsden out, gets a screen. He'll go strong. Ooh. Yates now pulls up jumper, puts it in. Now right there was a 4-point swing we just saw these guys pull, and now they're back within 8. That's the kind of things to do, just kind of keep nickel and diming them a little bit.
They had a good use of screens that possession, really opened up the play.
Young will try a 3, and it'll go up off the backboard. No good. And Triton gets back possession. Now, interesting move here. Coach Shorey standing up instead of Coach Groves.
May not want to draw more attention.
Probably let it cool down a little bit. Kind of like a photographer that I know. Westafer now. He'll go to work. To Amsden. He's got it. Goes to Tyson Yates. Amsden now in the corner. He'll go with the screen. Looking for Heckaman. Heckman's trying to fight through, and they're going to get a foul. They're going to say travel. So we're going to get some substitution. Kaser's checking in on Frankiewicz, and Hunter McIntyre is going to check in for Tyler Heckaman. Inside the final 3 minutes here in this second quarter. Kaser with the basketball for the Falcons. They lead by 8. Young works over to Porter, back on to Barker. Down low to Young, uses that size. It goes up strong. And Yates blocks there for a foul. A little late of a call.
Looked like he hit all ball on that one.
They say 21?
That's what I saw.
Yeah. 24.
Okay.
I say his hand signals have not been the best.
Young now to the line. He'll pull up and shoot that one. Gets the rattle in. They'll climb out. Back up by 10. He'll get that one to drop. These two teams, I believe, are on the same side of that bi-county tournament that'll be coming up here in a couple weeks. Triton will be at LaVille facing them.
That'll be our home away from home. Everything for us will be up there.
Well, at least we don't have to try to figure out where places are and have to really travel. I mean,
At least we'll have a few nights to make sure we get everything to work.
At least everything kind of. See, Ryan's got it. Well, too bad we can't trust anybody there. Just leave our stuff where it's at. Kaser now at the basketball. He'll go right. Hands off to Young. Porter quickly to Barker. Big man goes down to Young. He'll go up strong, and Yates will give him another foul.
So that's going to his 2 quick fouls for Yates. That gets Triton up to 9 team fouls for this half.
Substitution for Triton, number 12, Bules, and for the Falcons, number 24,
This is going to be tough now having a real big man out there again.
It's possible. Unfortunately, a lot of your baskets going to have to come from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
So far for the evening, Glenn has not missed 8 of 8 from the free throw line.
Yates now trying to get some separation. Will go, pulls it back, goes to Oviedo, and Oviedo is going to try to get it.
It was good to see the music teacher. I don't know what, conductor?
No, he's on the baseline.
He caught Ashton there. That was good of him.
Well, he probably didn't want his equipment to get My goodness, you talk about high tech over there. Young goes baseline, goes up strong, and gets down to drop. And he'll get to go to the line for the end one opportunity.
So Gardner's going to pick up his second. Young has shot half of those, 4 of 4 tonight.
And that's their first miss from the free throw line. But they'll say he crossed that lane right after the release. Oviedo goes on over to Ams on the right wing. Up top to Westafer. Hands off to Bules. He'll hand off to Oviedo. Gets a good screen. They're going to say a push. They're going to say Kaser shoved Quentin Amsden.
I think he was trying to fight through that pick.
That'll be his second personal foul. Now Triton will be in the 1-and-1 bonus. Rest of the way out. Minute 28 remaining here. Going to watch here. Yeah, it was kind of a.
Not sure what. Must have just caught him really good.
Didn't quite see any extension on that one. And now Quentin Amsden now goes to the line. Shots up and in.
Yesterday we worked a lot on free throws. Had to shoot, I think it was 20 a couple of times in a row.
It's a lost start anymore. Barker now goes, kicks on over. Abrell goes back to Barker. Good job by Westafer to close out. Young goes in the dribble drive. Amsden trying to knock it away. To Barker. Young to Barker. Back on over. Frankiewicz now has it now. He'll pull a jumper. Off the sidearm, no good rebound, John Gardner. .44 seconds here and counting. Amsden now goes back. Wanted to go to Gardner. Oviedo now to Gardner. Trailing here by 12. See if they can get a bucket on this possession. Amsden will fall.
Yeah, he's got back up. This floor has been a little slick for these guys
Yeah,
tonight.
especially on this end of the floor. They've had to wipe it down a lot.
Of course, they did have the doors open between games, just getting hot and muggy in here.
Well, it keeps up. This Flora, I mean, it's having problems. There's been numerous times we've seen nothing but condensation out here on this left side, and now they're out mid-court with issues. Of course, moisture on the basketball floor, that can spell disaster for about anybody.
Just think, that was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, that's when I started. I came in after the flood. Young down the left wing, 13 seconds now, goes down to Hannah. He'll go up strong, gets it to drop. Amsden going to push.
Can't get it away.
Put it up.
Oh.
Nope. Well, that one would have counted either way. Good shot by Gardner. That's going to be the halftime score, 31-17. Glenn's out in front.
All right, got it to talk here. So for Triton, Oviedo and Amsden both leading the way with 5 points apiece. Heckaman with 4, Yates with 2, Westafer a single. Heckaman and Yates there with 2 fouls, and Gardner there with 2 fouls for the Trojans. For Glenn, leading the way with Barker, 13 points. Young and Hannah both having 6. Porter with 4, Kaser with 2. Foul trouble, Kaser with 2 for them, and then they got a few other there that's got a single foul. As far as for team stats, free throws there, both of them just missed a single, but 4 of 5 and 8 of 9. 2-pointers, they're 5 of 11, compared to 7-8 for Glenn. 3-pointers, just 1 single lone one for the 3 for the Trojans, and 3 for Glenn. Big thing there at the bottom, the turnovers. We unofficially have them as 8 and 4. We'll update that here at halftime. We got 9 and 6 with official stats on the turnovers. So
like I said, I mean, Triton 3 steals to their 2 steals. So Triton's really being active with the hands, but 2 block shots for them. And in the rebound department, both teams surprisingly are knotted up at 8 total rebounds. But Triton's got more offensive rebounds versus Glenn's 1. The defensive rebounding department, Glenn's got rebounding Triton 7-5. So I mean, really and truly, in the rebounding department, they're kind of there. It's just a shooting mark. It's just a little bit off.
Biggest thing right down here is those other turnovers, points off of turnovers. Glenn's been able to capitalize, making 17 points compared to only 9 points for the Trojans.
So going to be a long conversation there at halftime. While they're doing that, we're going to take a break so we can try to hear again.
Yeah.
We'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andy Harrell alongside Gavin Greer, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Ryan. Even though he's not mic'd up, he's running the camera for us here tonight. Sorry once again. Make apologies for the internet being
spotty. It'll probably
here.
drop in and out. We're trying to monitor it what we can. We really toned it down so we could at least put something out there.
We're kind of dropping in and out too, the heat.
Yeah, January game, and holy cow. Turn the air conditioner on.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm kind of missing football a little bit here. So here we go after halftime, 31-17. Gavin, what do you think that conversation was like there in the locker room?
Just telling them to keep their head up, keep believing that they can win this game, because they can. We still have a half to play. We're only down, that's 14 points?
15.
Yes.
Yeah, 14.
14.
That's not much to come back by.
Yeah, it's not like it. Oh, somebody bumped it.
111, I'll take it. Oh, my. Tyson Yates now with the basketballs. Both starting 5s are out there for both teams. West with the right wing up top straight away to Bules. There's a little bit of a breeze. I think it's because the band left. Heckaman now goes up strong but tries to fight through. Trying to hang on to possession.
Good Tyler caught himself there. I could have heard if he landed.
I mean, that hand was pretty big. I mean, it would have been super hard. I mean, for both players hit the ground there kind of tight. Now they're going to wipe this side off. So these players hitting the ground, I mean, as humid as it is in here. Yates now to inbound. Heckaman gets the inbound, goes up strong and can't get the friendly roll. Young will go off his hand, and it'll stay here.
Maybe Barnhart being down there helped a little bit with that call.
Might have. Oviedo wanted that one. Kaser shut it off. Works on over to Westafer. Back to Heckaman, who's going to get pushed there by Hannah. So that'll be his second personal foul.
Good job by Tyler getting there and get the foul called.
Okay. Scoreboard back up.
As long as somebody doesn't kick it again.
Yeah.
Didn't have his headset on. Ball's thrown back in. Heckaman runs it down. Hannah comes in and shoves him. No call. Kaser is up and in. Back to Bules, on over to Westafer in the corner. Heckaman now with it. Westafer goes to work now, kicks it back over. Bules for three. Gets the bank shot to drop in. Take it how you get it.
Finally get him on the board for this evening.
Good job by Ashton trying to get his hand there, rip it away. So you keep going at it.
Shots up for Porter, and he'll get that one to go in. Oviedo now works on over to Bules, who just hit the shot in that same exact spot where he's standing. Oviedo with the step back, pull-up jumper, back there, no good. Rebound, Bules trying to fight with the big guys, and they come away with it. Young drops it down to Hannah. Westafer gets away with a little contact. No good there by Hannah. Yates on the attack, no look pass, and tries to go to Westafer. It wasn't adjusted far enough, and Triton turns it over.
Good catch by the fan on the sideline, though.
I gotta get everybody involved. Kaser now at the basketball, drops it over to Barker. Quickly to Porter in the corner. He'll cycle on top. Westafer falls down, but the shot goes to Hannah. No good. Rebound. We got a foul probably on Hannah, and it is. That'll be his third personal. 2 quick fouls for him in the early goings here this second half. Frankiewicz will check in for him.
The towel out again.
Time to mop the floor.
No, I think they need to hire somebody just to go down there and just take care of that every time everybody switches spots.
Get the NBA guys in.
Hey.
Little mop.
Well, see, I think the IU game, they have a sponsor, have somebody, and then they have the little mop out there with their little sponsor on there.
Yates now past the half-court line, goes to work. Heckaman on the left elbow. Goes back to Oviedo. He's covered up in the corner. Heckaman, the big man, will try it. Not there, back iron. Rebound goes to Porter. Yates comes in and knocks it away. Tyson Yates with a good look there. He's going to go on the attack with that pretty move to the left there. Heckaman tries to slam it back. Woo, that was close. Young now. Shots up and in.
Did a really good job of getting through all the defense there.
Westafer now gets a screen from Heckaman. He'll go on the dribble drive. Goes up strong, can't get the foul to go, but it gets his own rebound, land on his back. And Young almost dribbled it out of bounds.
Smart move by him. Throw it off and then try to get it go out.
I got a feeling that'll be Heckaman's third personal foul. And it is.
This third team, that's our first foul this half. But that third foul, that's not something that went quite this early in the second half.
So Amsden and Gardner will both check in. Frankiewicz gets the inbound. Straight away there for Young. Goes on over to Porter. Porter backdoor to Kaser. He'll dribble himself back around, hands off to Barker, and he'll go up and he'll say a foul on Gardner.
We're going to be going deep into our bench tonight.
Cole McKinney's getting ready to check in. Barker gets that one to drop.
Substitution number 5, Cole McKinney.
McKinney, a very talented athlete on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
Has really came on here his sophomore season. I mean, he looked great as a freshman, but he has really grown into his role
Yeah.
as a sophomore. Barker now gets that one to drop.
Have they still not missed from free throw?
Oh, they missed one there. 10
They
for
did.
11.
Okay.
He's perfect.
Yep, he's good.
Yeah.
He's 4 of 4.
Bules now with the basketball. He'll go on the dribble drive. Trying to find somewhere to go. Goes to McKinney. The sophomore for three. Can't get that one to go.
They're going
Not
Bules?
sure on that foul. It's going to be on Bules.
Foul number 12, Jared Bules.
Pick up his second.
Not sure. Well, maybe been a push-off. I don't know. Kaser now past the half-court line. Quickly on over to Young. He's on the left wing. Back on top to Barker. Finds Young.
Triton's being too quiet out there, not communicating on defense.
And Bules comes
just
in and
takes
said, hey,
away.
give me that right back. Bules on the fast break. No look pass to McKinney. He'll go up strong. It's Barker and puts it in.
Good job by him to fight through the contact with a much bigger man.
Barker on the elbow. No look pass. Drops it on over to Porter. He'll elevate up for that shot to drop. Gardner inbounds to McKinney here. 3:40 remaining in there in the third quarter. John Glenn out in front, 41-22. Bules, he'll pull up for three. Can't get the friendly roll. Barker with the easy rebound.
Good look for him, though. It would have been a good shot if it went in.
Kaser on over. Working around the perimeter here a little bit. He'll go. They're going to get a charge. Quentin Amsden does it again. It's going to be on Young.
Be his second foul.
As Abrell and Jack Porter will check in as Young and Case will get a break. Heckaman and Westafer check back in as Oviedo and Bules get a break.
Quinn's doing such a good job taking contact on defensive side, getting the ball back for us.
You know, you got to try to find those little victories where you can, especially like that, because those things can really swing the momentum. Westafer gets the pass and can't get the finish, and Heckaman comes in with a good rebound. Gardner for three. Side iron, no good. Rebound goes to Jack Porter. Porter to Porter on to Abrell. Porter now works it on over. Porter's going to work here on the left side. Working around the corner there. Ever goes to Frankiewicz, on over to Barker.
Triton's doing a really good job at closing out tight, putting a lot of pressure on the wings.
Doing it good there. I mean, the guys are still fighting hard in this pretty humid environment.
Yeah.
Frankiewicz will try one. Gets that one to drop. They take the lead by 22. And the Oviedo getting ready to check back in. Heckaman now with the basketball. Finds McKinney. He'll go with the screen. On the attack, tries to go over, but Porter knocks it away. Glenn on the fast break, goes up strong against Amsden, misses that one. Good defense by Amsden to throw him off. McKinney now past the half-court line. Works it on over to Westafer. Directing traffic. McKinney with it. Works it over to Gardner. Back on over here near side to Quentin Amsden. Heckaman trying to get position down on Barker. He'll get a screen. Looks up at the clock, see where he's at. Gardner gets a good screen from Heckaman. Backdoor cut. Heckaman goes up strong. Banks open.
Good pass to open that up there.
Good job by Heckaman to take Barker on the drive. Shots up for Porter. No good. McKinney tried to draw that contact. And it's a fight for the rebound. It's going to go off of Abrell. And Triton gets it back as Hannah and Oviedo and Jared Bules and Tyson Yates and Kaser. There's a whole bunch of them coming in.
Number 3, Silas Kaser.
So keep everything straight. Kaser, Porter, Jack Porter that is, out there with Abrell, Frankiewicz, and Hannah. Out there for Triton, Westafer, Heckaman, Bules, Oviedo, and Yates, the starting 5 for Triton. Bules goes on over to Yates. Up top to Heckaman, big man, alley-oop! Alley-oop and in, Tyler Heckaman, he's coming alive with those.
He's leading Triton now, 8 points.
Heckaman has been a force in the paint, and yet he's trying to climb this team right back in this one. Jack Porter goes to Hannah. Jumpers up, in and out, no good. Westafer tries to fight for the rebound, goes to Oviedo. Nice job by Westafer, not just to throw it in, but to find a place to go with it.
Yeah.
Mid-flight. Bules now. They'll go. Works back over here to the side.
Now they gotta get going.
Gotta get going. Heckman hands off to Westafer. He'll try a three.
Short.
Just short, and Hannah gets rebound at the buzzer. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter, 44-26. Glenn's out in front.
Well, we'll do this while we got a second here, because tomorrow, back home.
Yep.
Trinity. JV game starts at 6. Varsity there at 7:30. Then next week, it's kind of a goofy week. The boys don't do anything until next Friday. The Culver JV. The Thursday JV girls and boys.
Yep.
And then on Friday, the 17th, Culver. We'll be at Culver for the varsity girls and boys.
They'll get to do that the next couple of weeks. They'll have that, and Five Counties right after that, and everybody be kind of doing the same thing the next week.
Yep, that Monday night starts off actually up at LaVille for us on the JV side of it, and then the Tuesday night, there's the varsity.
I think we might have a JV game next week too. They'd scheduled one for Warsaw.
Yeah, there is just I don't think we had it in there, but there is just a JV game at Warsaw earlier in the week.
Tuesday, I
something
think.
like that. It's something a little different.
Well, it'd be cool for Lon to go back to his school, coach against it.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, on Tuesday night's girls at home, last home game, I believe.
Senior night.
Oh.
Senior night.
Maybe JV's Monday then.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Here's the inbound. Kaser now, this fourth and final quarter is underway. Here comes Bules to come fight for Kaser. He's got to work through a lot of contact, trying to fight through, but it'll go out on them.
They're going to come out real intense start of this quarter, really try to get themselves back into it.
We got quite a few players that do have a foul or two to give, so just well chance it.
Might as well. Starting five. Oh, no, I guess not. Starting five's not quite out there. Frankiewicz will try another three. That rainbow shot drops.
That was 2 for 2 out there.
Shooting really good from outside tonight.
Amsden down the left side, goes back middle. He'll go right, goes up strong on the drive, and can't get down to drop. But he'll get 2 attempts at the free throw line.
Good job to get the attempt up. Get the foul with it too.
Okay, Gavin, I'm going to ask a serious question here. It's been bugging me. What's with the guys rolling the pants up like that? You got to explain this to me.
I don't know why they do it.
Well, I'm just saying, you're on the team. I mean, manager, you got to understand this stuff.
I think it's because it's too big.
Too big, okay.
We have a lot more bigger shorts than smaller sizes.
Gotcha. Looking back, I never liked wearing the baggy shorts we wore when I was in school. I'm sorry, but if I wanted to wear pants, I'd wear pants to play in. Kaser now past the half-court line.
With foul maybe on Yates.
Given the reaction, I'm going to say yes, and it is.
So that's going to be his third.
So big thing to remember here, you're down by 20 points. It's going to take a big uphill climb to get back into this one. Is it doable? It's doable.
It is.
I mean, that is a tough hill to climb. But for these guys to learn, you're going against a tough team. If you can put up and win this quarter, outscore them in this quarter, really keep working hard, try to find those opportunities, this is going to make you a stronger team going forward in this season.
And show you that you can play against the big dogs, especially coming up on Bi-County. We're going to have to play against tougher opponents in there. Just really teaches our team.
And there's the 4th foul for Tyler Heckaman. Not really a lot of contact here. You can draw a foul.
Yeah.
But like I said, the guys need to keep their heads up. Just keep working. I mean, this is the kind of game where kind of gauges yourself to kind of know where you're at now mid-season. So it's going to have to be here. This is the moment where you say, okay, this is where things got to click. Hannah now on top to Abrell. Finds Kaser. Drops on over to Hannah. On over to Abrell. John Glenn kind of going away from that fast-paced offense, really starting to settle back here with the lead. Then their half-court offense kind of work. Porter now on to Abrell. Kaser goes up strong, good drive for him, no good. Heckaman can't corral the rebound, and Porter will step out, and Triton gets the ball back.
On offensive possessions here, they have to try to score quick, get the points back up. Ball's wet now, too.
Yates now past the half-court line. On to Heckaman on the right wing. Back to Yates. He'll go them to drive. Fadeaway's up, no good. Rebound to Frankiewicz. On over. Abrell quickly to Porter. Wanted Hannah down low, and he'll get it now. The big man goes no-look pass to Frankiewicz, and he'll miss the open lay-in.
Good job by Tyler to be strong at the rebound, make sure it kept going our way.
Yates now tries to go down low. Heckaman kind of got lost there for a moment. Double dribble for Hannah. And Westafer's going to check in for Quentin Amsden. He'll get a break.
Keegan Westafer.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's playing on their phones. We've lost internet again.
Yeah. Get Orion's graphic back up.
Can't even push that.
Huh.
Oh, they were kind of back and forth.
Hannah jumps in. Good job by him on defense there, but Bules comes in with the reach.
Triton foul number 12, Jared Bules.
Porter, Young, and Barker all will come in. I think we're going to get a timeout for John Glenn.
Timeout, John Glenn. 30-second timeout.
So you're down here. Okay, Gavin, you're down with these guys. What kind of things are you doing trying to motivate with this kind of where things are at?
You just got to tell them they have to keep playing hard. This is going to be more of a teaching game at the end of it. As Coach goes, I put in some of our players that don't get to play as much, give them a little bit of opportunity to play against a harder opponent before we go into the not easier games, but teams that aren't as big. Get them back to the regular season instead of just practice intensity.
Well, and the one thing is, it's kind of a deal where you come off a Christmas break, you're gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Not everybody's playing during those 2 weeks. Of course, with travel and everything like that. So I'm sure a lot of the guys were working, knowing a lot of these guys. And but these are the kind of games, like you said, where you learn from, where you gotta try to kind of gauge yourself before you really get in the heat of things with conference play.
Yeah.
Hannah now goes on up to Porter, no good. Rebound, Tyson Yates. Yates on the dribble, drive, goes up strong to the left hand, can't get that one quite to drop. Barker shut him off. Up to Young, back to Porter, he's up and in. Yates now with it. Hands off to Oviedo.
Been doing a real good job at passing back and forth to get their shots open.
Let's see, Oviedo traveled. That's one thing right there I really appreciate about Quentin Amsden, his vocal leadership on and off the court, trying to motivate his guys. You want to see a way to do it, Quentin Amsden, that guy right there, he is a high energy and a good motivator. Young goes up strong against Heckaman, and he'll get the shot to drop through contact.
He just kind of bullied his way up through there.
Westafer loses it on the drive there. Oviedo tries to come with it, and they lose it again. Young up there. Here comes Yates. Tries to block him from behind. Can't get that one to go. And in his sitting down position, Coach Groves calls timeout. 3:46 remaining here in the ball game. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Gavin Greer. Kenny Barnhart and the Hall of Famer O'Reilly for the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Right now we have a little break. I'll point out something I noticed. All John Glenn, they have number 5 on their left shoulder to recognize their teammate that passed away. I think it was 2 years ago now. I can't remember what his name was. I think it was Zach. It's like ZW for initials. I think this would have been his senior season, so it's good to see them remembering him this season. All of them have him close to their heart.
Yeah, I know, and that's one thing I lost a classmate right there during prom my senior year, and to lose a classmate, a person you've kind of grown with, that's a tough thing.
Yeah.
I can't quite say I understand what they're going through. It's totally different being kind of younger for them and kind of having to grow with the player, but
yeah,
it's good to see them out there with out there with the number 5 of their hearts to still recognize him.
I think like the Cameron Scarberry tragedy, I think it brought the team closer together.
Yep, I agree. Gardner, Oviedo, Westafer, Heckaman, and Amsden out there for Triton. Young, Hannah, Abrell, Barker, and Porter out there for the Falcons. Oviedo gets a good look from 3, gets it to go in. Ashton Oviedo finds his way from three-point land, and it drops.
Really good job by him to come around, just get it straight up.
Porter now Gardner with the good defense on him. Barker now in the corner, goes down on into Porter, and he'll travel. Kind of loses position, frustrated with that one. Here comes Oviedo now. Gets a good screen from Heckaman. Oviedo goes in the drive, but loses it, but hey, Gardner's got it. A little miscommunication down there in the spot. Gardner may have had a look for a moment. Heckaman with the alley-oop and in.
Really good job for him to make the play through the air.
Senior to senior on that one. Abrell with it, on over, finds Porter. He's on the left wing, goes down low, and he'll throw it away. Not a close battled half here thus far. Oviedo past the half-court line. Dials that one from the parking lot, not there, no good.
Trying out the NBA 3.
I was pretty, but mine as well then. Young now goes in the drive, goes back to Barker, finds on Porter on the right wing. Drops down low into Young. He's going to back down Quentin Amsden. Fires that one up, a no good rebound. Abrell puts up and in. Abrell with the rebound in the basket. That'll put him up. Oviedo now with the basketball. Past the half-court line quickly. He goes in the attack. Kicks it out to Amsden. Q for 3. Puts it in.
Good job him getting the shot up quick, too, and getting it in.
That's his first 3 attempted for tonight.
Quentin Amsden on the board there. Abrell to Porter. Up top to Barker. Barker on to Young. Amsden on him. Young drives. Kicks to Abrell. Down low into Hannah. He'll go up. No good. And the putback's up and in. Amsden with it now. Oviedo now goes with the screen. Hands off to Westafer. Heckaman, he'll dial long range. Not there. Rebound, Quentin Amsden. Tries to go to Gardner, but then gets knocked away. Porter now with the basketball and on back to Abrell. Barker now as we're inside the final minute of this ball game. There's still a lot of positives to draw from this game. You know, granted, we kind of got beat pretty good here by John Glenn, on the scoreboard. But physically, we've been fairly consistent throughout the ball game. This is just a high-powered team, a high-powered offense, but you got to kind of look at the things we have done well. Heckaman's played well down low against some bigs. He's really fought through. They found good ways for those passes down low to really work. The biggest thing is you got to battle through adversity. Then you got to keep your composure. I think early on there, those 2 quick fouls from Heckaman, I think we can see a different ball game. But like I said, for both teams, I mean, it's been consistent. Triton scored 8-9 points in the quarter since the first quarter. 8, 9, 9, and 9 up to this point. And then for John Glenn, 14, 17, 13, 15 was their scores in each quarter. For Triton, I mean, the biggest thing to keep an eye on is being that you were consistent.
Yeah.
It wasn't a consistent battle. It was just you were playing a team who's a little bit more talented than we are. And a little bit more, I mean, they got a guy at 6'8". Look how big their post players are. They play with a different energy, and there's a pretty big energy in here in this home court. So that'll play a factor in it as well. But looking what these guys have done, Oviedo's playing well. Keegan Westafer, though that doesn't quite translate to the scoreboard, what he does as far as a player that you want to see is still finds a way to contribute. The passing, the awareness, to find a way to kind of lead on that court, finding ways to contribute. That's one thing Keegan has done well. John Gardner's kind of starting to find his stride. Quentin Amsden doing all those things that I love that he does. Heckaman will fight through that contact there, and Barker comes away with it. But you see guys like Tyson Yates and Bules, Hunter McIntyre played well in his moments. So the big thing for the guys is, okay, we played a tough team. How do we bounce back?
When you're looking at Barker, you're going to think that's going to be that inside threat. Most of his points come from either the three-point or the free throw line.
Exactly.
Today's game is just going to make them play even harder tomorrow.
And Oviedo gets a 3. They're going to count the 3?
3, and it is, they said it's timeout.
What in the world is going on?
Oh, Groves called the timeout. So they're going to put a little bit of time right back on.
Okay, so they gave him the points for the 2.
Was it 2 or it should have been a 3?
That's kind of what I thought.
It looked like his foot was a little past the line.
Keegan just told him it was a 3.
Yeah, because they said it was a 3. He called a 3. Okay, there we go. Now they got it fixed.
So it said .3. Well, of course, all they have to do is inbound it.
That's ball game.
Ball game.
Well, clock operator fell asleep apparently.
Well,
so that's the end of the ball game. 59-38. We'll get some stats here, and probably not going to do an interview tonight. Good job, Gavin. Thank you.
All righty. Looks like she pushed it across there. So Ashton led the way with Trojans, 11 points. Heckaman there with 10. Amsden 9, and Bules 3, McKinney 2, Yates 2, and Westafer down there with that 1 single point. For Glenn, Barker led the way with 15 points. Porter with 12, Young with 12, Hannah with 8, and Frankiewicz with 6, and Kaser and Abrell with each with 2 points. Team stats: they were 5 of 7 on the free throws. Glenn 10 of 11. Big thing down there, unofficial turnovers, 14 turnovers for the Trojans compared to the 9 for Glenn. So
we're going to end it with that here tonight. Tune in tomorrow night. Well, I guess we got the stream back up and in. If you're still listening, tune in tomorrow night because we'll be back home and we know how the internet works there. So the Trinity will be playing them tomorrow night. So as I'm trying to muffle my voice here so you guys can maybe hear me, we're going to hang up with that one here. I'm Andrew Harrell with Kenny Barnhart. Gavin went back to work, and the Hall of Famer Ryan Miller. Until tomorrow night, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.